Alrighty, so we're back to wandering around the woods while I prattle on. Actually, this would probably be, I don't know. Yeah, this would probably be a good time to probably finish the story I started a long time ago about our one D&D campaign with Death Tank and Father Horse. Because I always...
Did you really
I like his attitude, I like the sound of his attacks, I do not like his armatization fighting style. Oh hey, see, it's a good thing I did come back here. Okay, and before I even start talking about the goddamn story, I'm getting sidetracked by loot and stuff. Hang on. Trade ya. But, okay, so what I remember is last time I'd gotten to the point where we got to the desert town and the desert module campaign thing, and we were basically looking for a ride, you know, to get our ride, which we did our random, you know, we wanted something specialized. We wanted a wagon that we could take into the desert, but, you know, wagon wheels with wagon, you know, wagon wheels and sand are kind of, yeah. So you did the whole, you know, roll and see if you can find a specialist, and we found, you know, somebody who could fit our needs, which was John B. Bumblefuck, Wagoneer and Carpent. So we had him make, you know, it was a covered wagon, replace the wheels basically with big you know, skis basically.
I've been too sweet on you, Rose.
So we had a camel-drawn sand sled, basically. The dragon wagon, as we called it, because it was being was a wagon that was getting dragged. However, later in this campaign, it would literally kind of become a dragon wagon, but anyway, we had our camel-drawn dragon wagon, and the nature of this particular module is you basically you find the people to give you the directions to get to the dungeon, you know, where the main part of the plot's gonna happen. Well, on the way there, you know, you roll your random encounters. Well, it's basically you roll random encounters until you get to the place, because you're just given basic fucking directions on where to head. So we got really unlucky in that we actually exhausted every random possibility in that fucking module before we got to the place we needed to go. One of these,
you ready, Sarai?
well, I could go into the other encounters and what those led to, but as for where Father Horse came in, well, there was basically a little, like, I guess you could say, I don't know if you call it a farmstead.
You're definitely improving more.
Yep, thanks to all of you.
Thanks to us, indeed.
Well, every little bit helps.
This is basically like, you know, a small settlement kind of dealie out in the desert. Looked like it had been overrun by the desert sands. It might have been, you know, prosperous at one point. And there was a dilapidated, you know, house in it there. Well, the encounter, it was basically we had the encounter at the house. It was, just some spirits and shit. And I accidentally blew up the outhouse. That was, well, okay, it wasn't really accidental. We sensed the presence there, and somebody opened the door, and I shot a fucking fireball in there, and the methane from down in the outhouse. Yeah, there was a giant shit-splosion. Rune, what are you? Duration of stat increases plus 15%. Eh. For more... I'll throw it in there. I only found another Norman, at least. What was this mean? I thought I had... Yeah, whatever. It was you two I had... Okay, you three I had set up with the plus 20 at all stats. Well, anyway, we basically, aside from me blowing up an outhouse with a fireball spell, because, well, spirits, we cleared the place, got it, you know, the cleric purified all the things, we decided to rest there for the evening. Well, as with the whole deal with Death Tank going on, it came about because of that little box we opened and, you know, the key in the box and the wish. Well, the agreement was when we opened it was that we split the contents, you know, we each got half of the contents.
Purification complete.
Well, in the middle of the night, the cleric wakes up with this, is woken up by the same... So yeah, the cleric gets woken up by the same guy who granted me the wish. Alright, let's do the skit.
Whoa, it's freaking huge.
Aha! A Roland's Atlas beetle.
Oh yeah? I never saw one at Alicia. That's the coolest thing ever.
And it's thanks to folks like you that you can unload these for a hefty sum.
Nope. Wrong.
Huh?
This is a Volgran stag beetle.
Oh, a stag beetle.
Oh, well, they're pretty much the same thing, right? They both have horns.
Completely different. Atlas beetles have horns, but stag beetles have prominent mandibles instead.
Duh!
Wow, Dezel. You know so much.
Just common sense.
So they're different body parts, but are they used the same?
They're both used for wrestling, but the stag beetle also uses its mandibles to hide under dead logs and in muck.
Got it. Related but separate tools.
Right. Like a butter knife and a shiv. They look similar, but only one'll go clean through the ribs.
Oh, I don't...
Not my area of expertise.
You two. Why do I even bother?
Interesting. But, yeah, so... The cleric gets woken up in his dream by the same guy that granted my character the wish upon opening the box. Well, in his dream. So, he basically wakes up and it's like, you know... The guy basically says, it's time to fulfill your part of the bargain. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's like, the deal was to split the contents. What is your wish? Well, he's just thinking to himself, alright, just, you know, he's actually going to take the simple route. He's like, we don't need like some kind of holy roller Death Tank rolling around. So he just...
too sweet on you, Rose.
So he basically just says, you know, he's just like, I want a mount. Nothing, you know, just a mount to ride. And, you know, nothing special, just a mount. And the guy says, okay, by the way, who's the most important person in your life? And he's kind of just like, what? And then Jeff goes out of character. He's basically like, Who would have been the most important person in, you know, in your character's life? And he said, it would have been my father, my character's father. He says, okay, and alright, and they go back into play, and it's like, my father. And the guy's like, okay. Well, he didn't think anything of it because his character's father's dead. So, it's like, okay, whatever. Well, when we wake up in the morning, there is a human skeleton that had been twisted into the shape of a horse. It still had a human head, but it, you know, a stretched and twisted human skeleton in the shape of a mount, basically.
No way, I don't believe in that stuff, is what Rose would say.
Rose is indeed quite down to earth. Hey, ask me! I do believe in that stuff, you know?
Ooh, we got new arts. Oh, hey, we got new battle actions. Split guard. Damage from mystic arts can be held by pressing X the instant the art hits. Hey. Still need combo hits. That's a... Oh yeah, arts. Alright, so... Crimson Edge. Thrusting attack unleashes Heat Wave. Okay. Oh yeah, so... He basically immediately realizes what exactly this is, and is like, oh no. He's like, Father Horse. So he tries to basically put him down. You know, he's like, his character's all distraught, and he decides he's gonna put, you know, he's like, this isn't, you know, this is bad. So he tries to put down Father Horse. Turns out Father Horse is kind of immortal, as in you can smash him with the mace and he'll just reassemble. You can try to turn him, he'll just reassemble. It's just like, oh no. Where am I headed anyway? Oh yeah, I looped back up around here in my exploration. Did I go? I think I went up there. Yeah, I did. Onwards and upwards. So... It's like... Well, it seems to follow his every command, though. It seems to obey his every command. It is a loyal steed. So... He's like, screw it, we're still getting followed by Death Tank. He's like, Father Horse,
is that a monolith? Go
engage Death Tank in battle. And Father Horse galloped off into the desert. And found Death Tank. And then it pretty much whenever I... Moderate and hard, good for those with developed reflexes. You get less experience but more gold, so this is recommended for aiming for maximum equipment enhancement. Enemies are tougher, but the weakness damage multiplier while armatized is also increased, among other changes. This can actually be easier than normal if you know how to work the system. Friends will also marvel how cool you are. Yeah, whatever. Then whenever I wound up closing my eyes and getting the vision of where Death Tank is, it was literally an eternal battle. An eternal fucking battle between Death Tank basically running this fucker over, or blasting it with a cannon, or shooting the fucking arrows out of the arrow slits at it, and it reassembling, running up and like headbutting or scratching it or some shit. So it's like, Well, that plot thing seems to have come to a close.
If I make the oath, will I get power like Lila's?
Don't even think about it. That oath is way more trouble than it's worth. Work on honing the strength you already have instead of relying on that mumbo-jumbo, and you'll develop special skills all your own.
You mean you've got your own skills?
You bet I do.
Yeah? Like what? Show me.
You sure you're ready? I'm impressed. Didn't think you had it in you to act like a grown-up for once.
You're getting weird.
You sure you want to see it? I don't normally show it to just anyone, but for you, I just might make an exception.
Never mind. Forget I asked.
Heh. It must get lonely, being Mickleo. Mickley only.
Honing the strength I already have.
Interesting. So, yeah. The cleric's father's skeleton was turned into an eternal mount servant thing. And
Line up and wait.
death tank.
Those who don't comply shall be punished.
You gotta be kidding. I don't have time for this.
An inspection?
It's the army. What do you think? There's gonna be a real war going on real soon. Odds are they'll be detaining you, I bet.
Huh? Why me?
You back there, pipe down.
Sorry!
You've heard the rumors about the shepherd, right?
Yeah, in Highland, I think.
Right, but the latest word is he's made his way to Roland's.
Huh. No kidding. Crazy.
Does the Roland's Empire think unfavorably of the Shepherd?
You bet they do. The knights have seen what he can do in battle and are all up in arms, and the church has branded him a heretic. As if that wasn't enough, there's talk of mysterious happenings going on in town.
Next.
Oh, looks like I'm up. On that note, watch your back out there.
What's your bike?
I thought we'd be fine, but now I'm not so sure. I think it's best that you hide who you are, but the idea of making someone like you tell a lie is like...
It's like trying to convince your best hen to lay hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Guess we better get ready to make a run for it.
We have a pass and everything. Just chill. I got this. Just no creepy head voices for the time being. Got it?
So long as you don't cause any trouble.
Okay.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Next.
Uh-oh. Hi, I am not the shepherd man person.
I am Sergei Strelka, captain of the Platinum Knights, defenders of the glory of the Roland's Empire.
Possessor of stupid
Cooperating to
hair.
ensure the Empire's peace, you prove your gratitude as much as your loyalty.
Is he always like this, or are his boxers just chafing him?
Here you go. Our Merchant Guild pass. We've come to Lastendale on business, specifically the collection of a bill.
The sparrow feathers, are you? Quite impressive.
We've got a strict deadline, no time to waste. The place of business is the liquor establishment on the main road.
Ah, yes, Boris's Canteen. That place certainly gets an awful lot of business.
And we deeply appreciate being a part of it. Is there anything else?
No. My gratitude for cooperating with our inspection.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Next, you there. Quite some garb you're wearing. Are you this young woman's guard?
Oh, a girl doesn't dare travel alone.
Then why does he carry an ornamental sword?
He knew that Soray's sword was ornamental? He's seeing right through us.
He's less of an idiot than he looks.
Wait, there are people watching. Well, you know, we have our reasons.
I'm asking your guard here.
Crap.
Repeat after me.
Please forgive my unquestionably suspicious appearance. The truth is, I am the son of a provincial lord. Lord!
Rose,
That's right! My husband here is nobility. What? You're married?
Never had I lifted anything heavier than a fork in my life, yet by chance did I fall in love with a traveling merchant. In the throes of passion, I threw my money and land away to be with her, just over a year ago.
You did?
Even my wife didn't know the full truth. The cruelties of the outside world taught me how feeble I truly am. But even so, I knew a husband has a duty to protect his wife. So I wear an ornamental sword at my side as a hollow pretense of strength. Laugh at the weak will of a sad, broken man. Ah! Sorry!
You're doing your best. It's cool.
Oh, my dearest, your sweet words are succor to my tired limbs.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Sow the seeds of love and they will bloom no matter how arid the terrain. Live and be strong. Next!
I don't know how that worked, but I think we made it. Thanks, guys.
more like we just lucked into the perfect audience.
A win's a win.
Turns out it's handy to have an invisible woman on your side, isn't it?
I suppose. I'm sorry I told you to be quiet.
So it's alright if we communicate directly inside your...
No, it's creepy and obscene.
Obscene? I'm not obscene.
Come on, let it go, Lila.
Alright then. I assume that we're on our way to Pendrago now?
Well,
But Mikleo, this town looks all kinds of exciting.
well, it does, so...
We really ought to poke around at least a little. Did I nail it?
Guilty as charged.
Sounds fun. I'm game.
Bunch of children.
That's why we get along so well. And someday we all will.
You mean Seraphim and humans?
That random chatter in the background's a little annoying.
Remember, this place was in the Celestial Record.
Yes, it was in the Celestial Record, and we'll talk about the Celestial Record next time. Be right back.